Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Deb here. Today we're not doing a Thrifty Thursday. We're finally doing a make video. I've been wanting to make some flowers as you've been hearing in my videos. So today I figured I'd pop in and just do some crafting with you guys and yeah, and see what we can come up with. Sorry, just moved my coffee here. I have been playing, so I did make a few, just 3. I didn't make very many. I did make 3 flowers. Now I'm going to be working all in pinks because I'm actually working on some things for the baby journal, so I want to get some pink things going, and not grungy pink necessarily. I mean, there might be some grungy pink, but you know, more like a brighter pink, that like happy baby pink. So I did come up with some flowers. These ones here are just kind of mix and matching with some cupcake holders. You might have heard me, I think I said that in a video when I hauled the cupcake holders, what I was getting them for, and this is exactly what I was getting them for these flowers. So, you know, they come out, these are just the mini ones, those little mini cupcakes. Now, I did pick up some pink ones, obviously, you see pink ones. And I have some, one's a pink one. And I have some white ones, little mini ones. And I do have some black ones, but I'm not working on those today. So you won't see these coming on camera, I don't think. And maybe in another video you'll see them actually created, but these are the black ones, black and white ones that I'm going to be using, and I'll probably be dyeing these some colors as well and working within those. But anyway, whatever, we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, we're working with pinks today, and I even got some Christmas ones, so I'm going to be doing some Christmas flowers too, with this is in the same, you know, idea, I guess. So this is not a tutorial, it's just me creating, and if you guys can find some stuff, maybe you can throw some things together and come up with some flowers as well, and see what you can come up with. And yeah, some easy peasy flowers. So these are just the one simple way of making them, and it's just layering. That's really all it is. Now some of them, this one, no, this one here, stuff on my desk. This one here, I put just a little paper backing on it because this fabric here is not sewn down. It is actually glued in a circle as a base for this flower. So that's what this one is. Now I do want to grab my 3-in-1, just in case, because, you know, fabric, this is great glue. This is like Fabric Tac 3-in-1, same idea. I think I got this at Walmart, I think. I can't remember where I got it. But anyway, so I'm just going to let that do its thing and get down there to the edge. And I'm trying out my new art glitter glue. I do have like a bigger bottle of it, so I want to try this. I haven't tried it yet, so I do want to try that. And I have a few embellishments for like the centers, different things to use, because, you know, generally these are the 3 cupcake holders, right, that I'm going to be using. So I need to put different elements in there to get them different looks. Like this one here is actually just a big fabric flower that I don't even know where that came from. It's probably just probably a fabric flower kit, kind of like one of these type, not same obviously, but same idea as these puppies. I'm going to use some some fake flowers that are on stems. I'm going to take those apart and use those within the flower as well. And just using different things that you have. Some lace, some little scraps of, if you have some scraps of fabric, you can cut flower shapes out of them. Or you could even do these round. You don't have to have them flower shapes. Honestly, I just like them flower shapes. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're going to go with that. Now, I do have some bases that I cut out of a 1 3/4 circle punch. Now, you can use any size, honestly. If you don't even need to use these, honestly, because if I showed you the other ones, what did I just do with those? My goodness, tossed them right out of there. These ones just has a brad in the middle, keeping this all together. And this one literally just has a piece of This is actually a curtain. This is like a kitchen curtain, one of those lacy 50 curtains. Anyway, so that's what, I didn't even put a backing on it. Now, I probably will put a backing on it just because I like to glue this part down to paper to paper. I rather do that. That way the binding of the paper, it to me, it works better. In my brain, it works better. It probably doesn't, but anyway, that's how it works. Anyway, so we're going to make some flowers. So I'm going to use a base. Now, what I did, because I only had technically two patterns of these cupcakes, so I had some white ones. And what I did was I took some inks and I stamped on these. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see that pattern or not. I don't know. Can you see that? It's going to put a shadow on it. I know it is. But anyway, I don't know if you can see the pattern on there. But it's very light ink. This is a Stamping Up Blushing Bride that I got at Value Village. Pack of, I think, 3 or 4 I got for them. A pack of these for $7.99 or something like that. It was ridiculously cheap how much these pads were. I got like a stack of them. But anyway, so I really like the pink. It's a light pink, so I like that to go with these colors. Now, this is a brighter pink that will go with this, but I'm not really looking to do this super bright coloring right now. But this would be, what is this? This is this, I think it's this one right here. Rose Red by Stampin' Up. I don't have a big one of it, so I believe it's that color. I think so. And then I've got this one too, as a Vibrant Fuchsia. But I haven't tried it yet, so I don't really know how dark it is, so we're going to see. And I took out a plum as well, just to have some deeper contrast if I wanted to do that. But generally, I'm not sure what we're going to do. But anyway, I'm looking more for this. So, like I said, I stamped out different ones just to get some color and some pattern. We're going to cut these down. These are not going to stay full circles. They're going to turn into flowers. So they're going to turn like this, right? So we cut them down. They have petals. This is just inked with inked with this and some distress ink, and I just splash some water on it just to get some spots on it. I don't think you'll even see the spots, to be honest. Didn't need it, but it just to give it something. And then this here was just a stamp. This is done with a star stamp. Got one like that. And this here is also a star stamp, and I just splattered some ink on it as well. Just like dabbed it up, just to give some color onto these white ones. So you can do whatever you want, and whatever color you want, right? Because, oh, this one was like a background stamp with text and things. So this one as well. You can do that. Actually, I'll probably use that one. And I think I'm going to use that one. And yeah, and I think I might even do like see, I made these ones as well. Now, it's funny because this is inked with this stamp, right? Yeah, this stamp. I stamped it, and then I sprayed it with, where's my spray? So you guys might laugh at me. So this is vanilla and water is what this is. Now, mostly vanilla is in this. I use this in the summertime to keep mosquitoes away from me. They don't like vanilla. I don't know if it's alcohol in it that they don't like or whichever, but I spray. This is good for babies because it's edible, like vanilla, right? Vanilla bean. So I use vanilla extract and put a little tiny bit of water, and I put in a spritzer. And like I said, I just spray my skin in the summertime when I'm outside, rub it in, no mosquitoes bug me. So I didn't have any coffee down here. So I was too lazy to go back upstairs to make coffee. So I was like, well, you know, why couldn't I just spray it with vanilla? It's the same aspect, right? It's that brown. So this is what happens when you spray things with vanilla, by the way. This is my little, and it smells delish. It smells like vanilla. So I sprayed this, and this was done with distress ink. So, or no, was this done with distress ink? What was ink was this? No, this was a water-based. Sorry, this was this one. The Stampin' Up! Red Rose. This is a water-based ink, so it did the same wicking thing, you know, running stuff. So anyway, so I sprayed it with the vanilla is what I did. So these two flowers I wanted to put together and have more of a grungy, like a brown, you know, that type of flower, which will make one. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to show you what I do to make these. So this one's already pre-cut. I'm not going to... Well, we could stamp one. I guess we could do this together. So I didn't go through all my stamps. I didn't go searching. I literally, I went through, opened up the drawer, and I found these corner stamps. That was the first, like, you know, 5 stamps in, whatever. This is what I found. So I'm like, you know what? This will work, because I just need to have some pattern onto these. And this one here, if you look, oh, here, I don't know if you can see that. This one. It kind of has a petal shape, right? So I was like, okay, well that one is probably going to be the best stamp for that, to be able to stamp around on the circle. And now all I do is take these and, you know, make them a little bit flatter. I don't want them super flat though. That's not my idea. I just want it flat enough so I can stamp this puppy. And that is it. Okay. Now, these stamp pads, they're weird. I've come to realize. So I don't know if that's why. I don't think they make these like this anymore, because they're very messy. I don't like that. So there's my product review for Stampin' Up! And I'm sure this pad is expensive, but I find it's very messy. And I don't like to get messy for nothing. There's a time and place to get messy, and this is just not it right now. So, but anyway, so I'm just going to be careful. And I'm just going to literally stamp around. No, like, no rhyme and reason. Okay, no rhyme or reason, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It is literally just for pattern. And I'm going to stamp this on 4 sides, all the way around. Now, this is going to get cut, right? Remember, it's going to get cut like that. So, anything, any imperfections or anything like that, it's probably going to be gone. Nobody's going to see it. Don't worry about it. Okay. If you have a background stamp, you can use that. You can use any stamp that make pattern, honestly. You could stencil on these as well. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that puppy over before it makes a super mess. And this is just the outcome. Do you see that? Okay. And I'm not gonna bother wiping that right now. I don't have anything to wipe it with. Okay. So I'm just gonna let that dry a little bit. Now this is just water-based ink, so of course that's just gonna sink in there, right? I'm not too worried. So in the meantime, while that one's just doing its thing drying, I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut these. So just a circle, plain and simple, cut, fold it in half, and then fold it in its quarter. And you're just going to cut it into like some type of leaf petal. You can do like the round leaf petals. You can do, I like these ones where they're more like, I don't know what type of flower that could be, but it's more like not round, it's just jagged, right? Now you can always test them to make sure that it's something, the edges are like the petals are what you wanted, the style. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit because I'm not really liking what happened here. So I'm going to take this in, I'm cutting down the sides right here is what I'm doing, okay? And this will give it its petal shape and not have it as one circle. Let's see what happens. Now, whatever it happens in this, it is what it is, okay? So this one I cut a little bit too much off, but that's okay. I'm just gonna round this. Now these are going to be, layered, right? So you're not gonna see, you're just gonna see these little bits popping out. Oh, jump in, everything's falling. You're only gonna see these little pieces right here on the edges pop out, okay? And it's gonna have multiple layers. So there's one. And this one, I'm gonna cut it a little bit bigger. Just right to the edge. And down the sides a little bit, just to give it a little bit of that petal look, like the separation of the petals. I don't want it too much like this one. This one I cut really far in. This one is not so far in. See? Now, you might want to round these a little bit. Wherever it's not, you know, if it's too cornered, like here, it's a little, to me, it's a little bit too cornered. So I can just round them off, you know? But it doesn't have to. Okay, so there's that. And there's another layer of the flower. Okay? Now, this one is already done. And I'm going to take one of these ones. Now I'm going to make this smaller. We can't have them all the same size, right? They have to keep on going down. Because if not, I'm going to fold that again. So I fold it in half, quarter, and then eighths. That's how it worked out to be. I think eighths. Like that. So instead of me cutting up here, I'm going to cut down here. And you can do this. You can do this with coffee filters if you want to make bigger flowers. Honestly, coffee filters are kind of cool because then you can sit the corners of them into water and like pigment or dye, and it will soak it up. And anyway, it's kind of neat what happens to them. So here I'm just going to release the flowers, and I'm going to release this in 4 petals. 4 petals. Yeah, 4 petals. Which almost look like hearts. And I'm only making them go up a little bit. Like, I'm not cutting into the center. I'm only cutting a little tiny bit. Just enough to have a little lift. And then I'm just going to curl these little puppies backwards. Now, you can always use... where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Oh, my goodness. Something to round that with. Oh, what am I going to use? Oh... Give me a second here. Here, just a sec. Can always use end of a paintbrush. Something just to curl the edges. But we can get into that a little bit later when we're building it. But this just kind of gives it a little bit more dimension. Now you can curl them down, you can curl them up. You can curl them whichever way you want. I'm going to curl these ones down, these petals, and there we go. Actually, I didn't cut that one. I didn't cut, no, where is it that I didn't cut that enough right there? Like, that petal is not moving, so I need to cut a little bit more. There we go. And it'll give it a little bit of dimension, okay? Another layer in between. So let's put another layer here. And this one, I'm going to cut in 4. 4, yeah. So, or it's not cut in 4, sorry, but a fold in 4. But instead of keeping it a big petal, I'm going to do it a middle petal, okay? And same aspect, just making it these wiggly lines. That way it doesn't have to be perfect. And there is another element to one of these flowers. Now, you guys got the idea, the gist of that? Pretty easy? Okay. And I'll make this one too. Might as well do this one. Should I do a middle part? Yeah, I'm going to do a middle part. So when I do the middle parts, I like to do them a little bit, like fold them down a little bit more and make more petals. I don't know why, but that's just what I'm doing. You guys can do your figure out your petal, your petals that you want to do, and no two petal, like no flowers are the same, right? Because when you're cutting them, they're all just, if you just, now you can have a template, if you're really that, you know, into templates, but I'm not into that template stuff. So, okay. So layering, remember, we're layering. So we're going to layer with different things. I'm going to get rid of these. Don't need those. we're going to do one. Should I do that color? Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So we have lots of cupcakes. Now we need some fabrics. And I even have some paper towels. So I was spraying some flowers last night on some paper towel. Now, this is weird. This is, what color is this? this is it. Oh shoot, I should have put the bottles out. I put the bottles away. I can't remember what this is, but I think it says Tim Holtz. It's like a blush something, like light blush or something. What is that called? Anyway, and then this one here was a Dilutions. Do you see the blue? It was a pink dye. So it just like separated or something. It freaked me right out because I was like, what just happened? Like, see, I was literally spraying flowers, just pink and pink, like two different pinks, and then this blue hue come out of it. So, you know, I'm keeping that for like a background. Definitely going to use that for some decoupaging, some papers or some tags or things. But, yeah, and then I was thinking, like, wouldn't that be a cool, like, on a background? Anyway, yeah. So, that's what happened with Dilutions. Isn't that different? Blue. Who would have known? Who would have thunk it? So I have that, and I might use some of this, cut it up for flowers. And then this was a tissue that was from Jen and I's dyeing. She gave me a bunch of tissues, so I might use a piece of that as well. Yes, you can use tissues as layers into your flowers. Now, I do have a brown and pink flower and this fabric I was looking at. And maybe, I don't know, probably not this round, but some browns just in case I want to do some brown. See, I was thinking like more like this, right? And not with that, but yeah, something like that. Anyway, and some pink. So we'll have some, we'll make some pink flowers. Definitely some pink flowers. So do I want one or two? Maybe just one, I think. Okay. And what color do I want? Or do I want some of this? You know what? I think I'm going to take some of this right here, this pink. Right here. Take some of that. Get rid of that. And what else can we put in here? We need to put some big lace in there. And we can put some, we could put some of this too. Do I want to put that? Oh, maybe. Oops. Put some of that. Some little pieces. Oh, maybe some of this. This would be nice for some contrast, I think. Put a piece of that in the middle. Yep, I think we're going to use some of that. Let's see, what else do I have? I have some lace and some more lace. Lace and lace and more lace. Oh, I already have a piece of this cut, so maybe that's big enough. We'll see if that's going to be big enough. We'll see. If not, you know, you go through your scraps, guys. Like, that's really what you should do with these projects, making flowers, because there's no sense cutting new pieces and things off of it, right? So that's the way I look at that. So this is just paper. This isn't even cardstock. Now, it could be cardstock. It probably should be cardstock, but it's not. So, you know how that goes. Now, I'm going to cut this just because it's going to be more easier to maneuver of what I want to do with it. I could sew this and make this into a, these are small. I don't know if you'll see this, but you just sew around and then pull it so it turns into a flower, like a lace flower. Do you see what I mean? I could have did this with this as well. Once I pull it, it will gather and then I can put it into a flower, but it takes a lot for that. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm really just going to glue this down to this base, and then it's going to make the base harder is what it's going to do. So pretty simple. Pretty simple. Did I say this was not going to be a tutorial? So why am I talking so much? Oh my goodness, where is my, where is the alcohol wipes? What did I do with those? Alcohol wipes. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. I don't know what I did with those. Oh, right here. Alcohol wipes. And, okay. There we go. Because this is a gooey mess, and alcohol cleans that up pretty good. Okay. So yeah. Oh, let me see here. What is happening? Sorry for the, I don't know if you can hear everything moving upstairs. My daughter-in-law is moving the baby's high chair around. That's what I can hear anyway. Yeah. So anyway, so how do you guys make flowers? Like, I do different ones, of course, like, you know, ribbon flowers and paper flowers and different things, but they all turn into like a shabby, oh, damn, a shabby chic kind of flower, of course. Now, like I said, I'm just gonna glue this to the edge and scrunch it up and just get that on there. Very simple. Now you could sew, like I said, you could sew this. If the problem is that I'm creating right now and my room isn't done, so I don't even have my sewing machine set up, which I need to do. There's so many things I need to do. So making sure I got the right side of the fabric is, you know, start with that. Like I said, this doesn't have to be perfect because it's the bottom layer. Nobody's going to see this except for the edge. That's where, oh, I'm gonna need another piece of that, I think. I'm gonna need another piece of that. Yep. A little piece, I think. And this one just came in a roll at a thrift store. It's thrift store. So I'm finally gonna get some use out of it. I need to buy pink things because, you know, it's had a granddaughter, so everything needs to be pink now. And I didn't have anything really pink. If you've seen my earlier videos about me struggling with the fancy journal, it's all pinks and very much struggling with that. I'm going to use this pick to kind of gather that a little bit. There we go. Just to help me out a little bit. And I do have one of these little flat things. I find with the Fabri-Tac, I find this is really, I don't know, it's a weird glue, right? It's that silicone glue. Oh. So it's I should push that over some more. Can I get it over? Get it over. And down. I don't really want a gap, right? I'm trying not to have the gap. Trying not to have the gap. Okay, so I'm trying to overlap it a little bit so that doesn't happen again because I pulled it off. And then if I can bunch it, oh, I'll need another piece. Sometimes you just need more. Yeah, so eventually I'll get my sewing machine out and set up. I really don't know much about sewing, so I know how to use the machine generally, but I don't really know too much about like different things about the machine, like tensions and that type of stuff. So I need Jen to come give me a 101, and yeah, and then I will get to know my machine a little bit better. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on both of these because I want this to seal. Sorry, this Fabri-Tac is really hard to get out of there. It's squeezing my hand hard. And I'm going to bunch it, and then stick it down. So it gets like this. Doesn't look like much, looks like a circle with some lace around it. And I am going to glue this side just to have that piece shut. Just to have that piece shut right there. Okay, and this one? Yeah, maybe just a little bit of dab of glue. Sorry, now I'm just getting picky. It really doesn't need this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be open. Does not need to be shut. Petals are not touch, like they're not a whole, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Jellybean. Okay. Now, let's see. This would be a nice contrast, I think, to that. So I'm going to cut this off. Now, my biggest flower is this one or this one? what did I do? No, they're pretty much the same size as those two. Okay, so I can't go wrong. That's good. That's good. So I need it to be bigger than this, is what I need it to be, generally. So I'm just gonna make petal-like waves in the lace for right now, just to make sure, get any extras, too much extras off. And then I'm gonna make some petals out of that. Okay. Get that out. Okay. And so, again, fold that, fold that. Now, I'm not taking a lot off of here. Really, all I want to do is take off the sides to get that into a petal shape a little bit. Now, I'm not taking these sides down too far. Do you see? Oh. Now, this one's a little bit straight. Let's get that a little bit rounder. And that one a little bit rounder. Just to say there's something there. See? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down before I change my mind. Because, you know, this is where you can get finicky. Now, well, at least this is where I get finicky, because I'm like, oh, I could put this. I'm like, oh, I could put that. And like, now I'm thinking, should I put that underneath there and bring it up another piece? Let's cut this one a little bit bigger than the last one. Just not even making this into a petals. I'm just making this into a round to lay it. There we go. And let's see, what else can we use? I can layer it with one of these. I can layer it, maybe one of these flowers as well. Now this one has like a flower in the lace. You see, 3-petal flower. So I'm actually gonna cut the flower out and use that as its design. I think I'm gonna use that one. Put that one in, that one, and then this one. I feel like this one is bigger, maybe. It's exactly the same size. Okay, so it's exactly the same size. My goodness, that doesn't happen very often. Okay, let's see if I can take it down just a little bit more so I can get some division in there. Because we don't want the petals to be all the same size, right? That just, you don't want that. There we go. And then a piece of this, and then a piece of that. Okay, so before I change my mind, because you can get indecisive very, very, very quick, like I said. Don't need a lot of glue with this, I guess. I put more than I need. And I'm gonna put that in there before I stab myself. Now, one thing I wanted to do that I didn't do last time is to push this into something soft, because then it kind of gives your flowers more dimension. When it, see, they stick up a little bit. Now, of course, in a journal, you don't want them too far up, you know, because it's important to lay flat. But I think another piece of this, maybe. But yeah, just having a little bit of dimension, it helps, right? I'm not liking that flower. I think that's the problem. I'm not liking that flower. I think that's the issue right there. Let's see if I'm getting another one of these, but I want a small one. Small flower. White piece, and then this piece, and okay, I'm gonna glue that one down. Just trying to see if I want another piece of lace underneath there before I don't like that lace too much, that square lace. I do like it, but not overly. Not overly. And I can't find my white lace, so I need a piece of this going on. Wonder if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna get some bunch lace. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I did on the bottom with the fabric. I'm just gonna bunch this around, but not in the center, just around the outside of that flower. There. And some more glue. Stuff kind of dries pretty quick. This does not have to be perfect at all. Let's bunch it around. Give it a little bit of dimension. And then we're getting there. Oh, actually I can glue that down, I think. Yeah, put a little bit more glue. A little bit more. Oops. And I'm just gonna push that down in the center. That to dry a little bit. And this one I'm gonna put a little bit of petals in here because I didn't put a petal. So literally I'm just gonna cut the sides right here. And have a little tiny one just to get some darkness at the top. Again, I'm going to bunch it. And okay, so we're getting to the center because we don't want to keep on putting too many layers. Like we're getting obviously to the middle part, right? Now I have, what do I have here? This is just a fake flower. I do have these fake flowers, so let's pull this apart. Let's see here. First off, I'll cut that was wire in it. So you just take these apart and then use them petals. That's what I do. I like the edges of these are darker, so I only want to use one though. I don't want to use two. So I'm going to put one of these in here. And I'm just going to use the end of that again. Put that down. Oop. Stay down. Sorry, it's coming up. There we go. Fluff that around. You can always fix your flowers. And they, like I said, they don't need to. Why is it not sticking? What's going on here? Okay, well, I'm going to hold that for a second. Hot glue is better. I should have took out my hot glue gun. Oh, I didn't even use the hard glitter glue. Well, we're going to try that next time. Hot glue is honestly, that's what I should have been using. Probably be a little bit better. Now you can always put like something, even just a butterfly in your flowers to add a little bit of dimension. Or I have this like white. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Get that one. Oh, what did I just go flying? Something flying. I don't know what that was. It was probably the perfect thing for the center and it just went flying. These were just little flowers that were on like little thin metal pieces. You can always use one of these to pink, like pink. I kind of like the white. That. Or you could use some bling. This is a glass button. That's what this is. See the bling? No, don't like the bling. Don't like the bling. Could always use a button, a white button, or sorry, a pink button. It's kind of cute. Oh, that's what fell off right there. It was the white, little white rose. Still cute. Still thinking I'm liking that the most so far. We have pink, like a little pink gem. Could do that. That's kind of cute. Could do just a metal button. No, not liking that. What else could we do? We have this little heart. That's cute. That'd be really cute for like a Valentine's Day piece. Even use heart. Well, anything to do with hearts, honestly. Could use one of these enamel dots. Oh, I could use one of these tack pieces. Do you remember me cutting those ends off the tacks? That's what this is. Maybe I'll use one of those. I haven't used them yet. This is this little rose. No, not liking that. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Bling with the pink. No. Okay, but we'd still need another piece in there. I feel like I need I don't know what I should do. Should I put that piece? Or should I put... I need my little crocheted bits. Where did those go? Crocheted bits. Crocheted bits. Where did you go? Oh, right here. So I wanted to put a little piece, maybe, of crocheted doily, maybe, in the middle. And then maybe enamel dot, or do I just put that and maybe a little bit more of lace there? Maybe. I didn't use this piece, did I? Shoot. Okay, well that'll go in the next flower. I got 2 of my pieces. Okay, let's cut a little piece off this instead of the... Cut that off. And then cut that off. And I want to make this a little bit ratty. Now, maybe one more snip. There we go. I just really wanted the little piece right here in the middle. And then put the little dot. What do you think of that? Or do I put this piece in here? Like that. What do you guys think? I can't decide. I think it's gonna be that white one. I like the white one. You know what? Screw it. I'm putting the white one. That's it, that's all. I'm never gonna notice that I didn't put the other one. So that's the way it was, right? That's the way that goes. Plus it fills in that flower kind of better. So there is one big flower circle. Now this one's kind of, I think it's bigger than the first one that I did. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, I think. A little bit, but not major. Same idea. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I probably could have put this a little bit bigger. Whatever. But that's okay. Next time I'll put this a little bit longer. I didn't put that enough. But that's okay. Now that I'm looking at this one. So anyway, so that's what we came up with. One little flower. And I'm going to be making a lot of these because I have so many of these little pink things. It's not even pink cupcake holder things. It's not even funny, so I have to do something with them. So anyway, so there's the first one. So let's do another one. Another one of these. Now this time I'm not going to put the that pink stuff on it, the pink ribbon. I'm gonna put this one, I think, around the ribbon. Yeah. So back to the glue, same process. And honestly, the more layers you put in it, the better I find it is, the better it looks, the more shabby it is. And you can always like ruffle up your fabric to make it, you know, fray and all that stuff, that great stuff. This one's already like a kind of like a gathered ribbon, so I feel I can just spin this right around and it will do its job since it's small. Not unlike the other ribbon, it's pretty wide. So, oh, I can hear baby. She must be getting hungry. It's the only time she ever hears if she's hungry. She's starting to teeth right now, so poor thing. She needs her bottom teethers to come out. Okay. There we go. So we got that, and I'm just going to use this because this glue. So there's the base. And I'm going to use that one this time. Oops. I might even use this one. This is a piece of, what is this? What was this? Oh, a piece of alcohol wipe that I cleaned up the dye with, and then I just used stickles on it. Those like, so I might use that inside of just as a different element, but we'll see. Use this one. Oh, this one's pretty. This one I put like just the silver, what is this called? Liquid pearls, just all around the edges, just in dots, nothing major. So I like that one, and going to cut a piece of fabric and make a flower out of this one. And some petals. See what I can make out of this one. I don't have my iron, so this is kind of bunched up. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to glue that one down. So literally just a straightforward petal kind of fabric-y thing, and stick it down as a layer. Remember, it's at the bottom, so there's going to be so many other layers on top of this that you won't see that. You'll just see the color coming through. I'm going to put this one right on top of this and try to offset the petals, like, you know, like that. Now I need some lace bits in here. Oh, I'm going to use this one here. We're going to use that 3-petal lace piece. And like I said, these are all just like little scraps, right, guys? Like, you don't need big pieces. This is, what is this? 2 inches? 2 inches, 2.5 inches, 3 inches, something like that. Not big at all. Now, let's see if I can add maybe one of these little ones. No, see, I find that's very, it's the wrong color pink is what it is. What else do we got? What else do we got? What else we got? What's that? I kind of like that button there. Oh, I even have brought some of this here. I don't know if I can get it apart. Wasn't sure. No, not loving it, but I am liking that. But I do need some more lace there. Where is my, oh goodness. I swear, every time I'm looking for something, I can't find it. Maybe some pink lace? Some pink? Maybe? Let's see what can do here. Cut this off. And see if I can make a circle out of it. Let's see what we can do. Because remember, nothing is perfect. This is a junk journal. It doesn't have to be perfect. And the more you allow yourself non-perfection, the nicer your journal will be. That is my... Oh, this is very much sticking to me. That's my rule. If you look for perfection, I don't find the journals look good. I don't know. They're too perfect, right? Like I like digitals, but I'm just gonna try to squish this down. I like digitals, but everything looking the same in it just, to me, it's not the same. It's just, you might as well have just bought it off the shelf, I guess, in some aspects to me, because everything is uniform, everything's designed the same, you know, things like that. So if you can change it up, and I like the ones that, you know, that are really changed up and things, and different things in the journals. Maybe I can do that. And yeah, different things in the journals, and gives it better interest to, from my eyes anyway. Like, it's more pleasing to my eyes, I guess, is the way I was trying to explain that. No, it's too big. That is too big. Sorry, I'm just looking for the perfect piece, as you guys know. It's got to be the perfect piece. Yeah, but like I said, it's imperfections. I just want to layer this bunch of lace on here. And I think I'm going to... Do I have another piece of that fabric? Yes, I do. I want to get a little circle, just a little tiny one. Just a little tiny one in there to bring some darker pink up. Hope I'm staying on camera. I'm not getting off camera here. If so, I'm sorry. My camera is too far up there. I can't really see it. So, and doing the same thing. Actually, I need to do a circle. And I'm just going to do it weird. Shaped. Weird shape. And I'm going to fryer. That's not even a word. Fry it up. And when you do that, it makes the petals, some fabrics of course do this better than others, and this is a cotton, so you know the little strings come out a little bit easier, and you can cut little petals in them to help them fray a little bit more. Here we go. Oh, no, I missed one. I missed one right there. Okay. I just wanted a little bit more shabbiness underneath this to give it a little bit more pink. And that was it. Literally all that just for that. But, yeah. So that's kind of where I was at with these flowers. Like I said, cupcakes, if you have, because you can find them at Dollarama. They're only, how much were they? $1.25 a box, and you get 100? What should you get? 60. How many do you get? 60. So that's a lot of flowers. It's a crap ton of flowers, to be honest. Don't need 60 of them. Use them up, and honestly, if you wanted to iron them, you can use these as, you know, backgrounds. Like, you could circle punch and use that as a frame and things like that, right? So keep that in mind, because sometimes you have some pretty designs, especially at Christmas and things like, and Halloween, and because those ones, those black and white ones, are some of them are Halloween ones. because there's skulls on them. And get in there. I'm just bunching this up a little bit so it doesn't go flat, and hopefully it stays. I should have used my my glue gun, but next time I'll use my glue gun. It'd probably be a little bit easier than using this. And last but not least, the center of the flower. Now this button only has a little piece in the middle, so I'm gonna put a big gob in there. There we go. And we got glue gobs. Glue gobs! Okay, so there's the second flower done. And once I don't even know how many of flowers I'm going to do because I have a lot of stuff out. A lot of pink. So I'll probably do quite a few flowers, honestly, but this is it for today that I'm going to do on camera so the video doesn't run too long. Anyway, so those are the cupcake flowers and fabric flowers and flower flowers so far. So we got, what, 5 done? I still have so much stuff. Yeah, these are nice for like outside of your journal covers, you know, things like that. You can do a cluster of them. They're not very thick. Of course, it's as thick as honestly, as the center that you're going to put in it. So this is as thick as the button. And I really like this one. It's very like powder pink. I like that one. These ones are like the brighter pink, of course, but they'll all go together in a journal in different places. And yeah, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked my flowers. Stay tuned for more flower videos in the future. I'll definitely be making more. For right now, these are just the ones that I'm kind of sticking together. Now remember that you don't need cupcakes, right? If I wanted to, I could use one of these paper flowers and do exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. And I could use this. No, that didn't turn out right. But you know what I mean. You can use paper and make your own cupcake holders is what I meant to say. Make circles, and you can even make them jagged if you wanted to use your pinking shears, because that also adds some interest to the petals. So do I have my pinking shears close by? Pinking shears. No, I don't. Oh, where did those get to? Oh, see, I can't find anything. Anyway, you can make your own, is what I was saying. And doing the edges of the circles and your pinking shears, and then cutting them out, or using the pinking shears to cut them out. But yeah. So I hope you liked my flowers. You guys have a great week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.